Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia and What's Going On with Mama. My hope is to bring to you a little bit of information about caregiving by traveling my journey with you and your journey with me. So I'm calling this What's Going On with Mama. And what's been going on with Mama lately? Holy cow, will make you crazy. And I bet that's going on in your world too. But my mama's journey's been a trip. So hopefully Monday through Thursday at 8:15 while you're eating your cornflakes and putting on your mascara. Or maybe you're getting somebody out of bed and cleaning up a Depends that got dirty overnight, or the millions of things that can go on in a caregiver's world. Maybe during that you can turn on your Facebook and tap on What's Going On with Mama, and maybe just learn a little bit of something and share in my journey. Good gracious. So as many of you probably know, my mom's been in skilled nursing since June. Yep, that's right. And it's a wonderful skilled nursing community. They take such good care of their people there, and it's a beautiful community, and I've just been so pleased. But we've had a few problems along the way with Mama specifically. But I think that maybe the demands being made of Mama weren't quite what they should have been. But anyway, Mama had polio as a child, and so she has post-polio syndrome now. And her right hip and her right leg hurt, and she's a little bit wobbly when she walks. But if you give Mama a walker, Mama can walk. Pretty neat, huh? Well, when Mama moved to that skilled nursing community, she walked right in on her own accord. Hi, Jimmy. She walked right in on her own accord using her walker and did quite well. Well, it wasn't too long before they called me and said, your mom's walking around a whole lot, and we don't want her walking around all that much. It could be a problem. She could fall. And I'm like, well, anybody could fall, right? We can hire a 24/7 caregiver, and that caregiver get up and go to the potty, and the person they're taking care of fall. I mean, this could happen. Yes, but see, we don't have people fall in our community. It's just not what happens. And so I'm like, okay, what do you recommend? And they're like, Mom needs to be in a wheelchair. Let's put Mom in a wheelchair. And I'm like, well, I don't know that I think that's a great idea, because, okay, if we put Mama in a wheelchair, isn't she going to, have her muscles atrophy and all the different things that happen from sitting all the time? And they're like, oh, no, everything will be okay. We'll get her up some. That didn't work, y'all. It did not work. Well, one of the reasons it didn't work was they really did not get Mama up and allow her to walk attended or using her walker. In fact, they told me, take the walker home. We don't want her seeing the walker. And so they said, take the walker home. We're going to put her in the wheelchair and we'll walk her around some so she can get some exercise, but they didn't. And so what would happen was Mama would get fidgety sitting in her chair, and she would want to move. You know how you want to adjust your butt in a chair? And they would yell, Miss Vera, sit down, Miss Vera, sit down. And then truly, probably 10 times an hour, my mama would try to get up. Why did my mama try to get up? She wanted to walk. That's why she got up. She just wanted to walk because Mama knew she could walk. She knew that. And so she got up to walk. And so I get this phone call in December, just before we're getting ready to go out of town for 2 weeks at Christmas time. And it said, it was the director saying, Carol, we've got a real problem. We have a great fear that Mom's going to fall, and we don't know what to do. But let me back up. About a month before that, we had a meeting, and it was not a fun meeting, where they're telling me something's got to change, and what do other communities do? You're in other communities. You tell us, what do other communities do to keep their people from falling? And I said, well, one of the things other communities would do is they would put a chair alarm on the wheelchair. Well, we don't allow chair alarms. Or they would put a bed alarm on the bed, so if she starts to get up, you would know it. We don't allow bed alarms. Okay, Mama's wheelchair has a built-in seat belt. What if we hook the seat belt? Oh, no, that's restraints. We can't restrain. And I know the state of South Carolina does really limit restraints. I'm like, okay, well, what do we do? They said, well, she needs to see the geriatric psychiatrist who comes in our building. I said, oh, that's a good idea. So this lady, Kelly Gagney, she's wonderful, Gagney Behavioral Health, came in and said, Carol, your mom is such an easy challenge. This is not going to be difficult. Your mom is fidgety because she's in pain. And my mama also was sad, and my mama also was in pain and was hallucinating a little bit. And she said, your mom just needs some medication, take the edge off all that, and I think everything will be fine. I'm like, cool. let's try it. So they started her on trazodone. Now I have a client whose dad went on trazodone and went bonkers. It was a bad scene. But, you can't go by that. You all know a medicine that works for you that doesn't work for somebody else. That's just life. I said, okay, let's try trazodone. And it did help. It seemed to calm Mama down a little bit, and she wasn't quite as anxious. But it didn't keep her from getting up and walking, and they did not want her walking. Tell I'm not happy about it, right? Oh my. So after a while, that medicine was changed. And that's when her life began to turn around a little bit. So we thought, well, wasn't quite what they wanted. So Mom was put on Risperidol. And that's pretty potent medicine. It's one that made me very nervous to put her on. But we started seeing Mama sleeping. See, Mama had not been sleeping. Mama had been hallucinating. There were people in her room. And she was in pain, and she would cry, and she'd go, I'm scared. I'm like, Mama, what are you scared of? I don't know, but I'm scared. She'd say, Pookie, could you just give me a shot and let me sleep? Oh, it was heartbreaking. But when we started the risperidone, or Risperdal, it goes by both names, Mom started sleeping. We were so happy. So if Mama's sleeping, she's not out walking, is she? She's not a problem for the staff anymore. She wasn't trying to get out of her wheelchair because Mama was sleeping. They weren't happy. It just was amazing. So that's part of my saga. And to keep you tuning in, I'm going to stop right there. And I hope that you will join me tomorrow morning at 8:15. And we'll pick up with what's going on with Mama. Because the story just gets better. I still can't believe all the junk that's happened. But anyway, that's what's going on. But you know what I've learned? That in the middle of all this crisis, when my heart was breaking, and I'm thinking, I cannot believe we're dealing with this, and I cannot believe that this move that we knew Mama needed, and the reason Mama moved to skilled nursing, she'd quit eating, and in order to eat, she had to physically be fed. You can't do that in assisted living. You have to be in skilled nursing. So I knew she had to be in skilled nursing. What do I do? But I couldn't believe in the midst of all this, here we were dealing with more problems. Oh my goodness, now what do we do? But God, honey, God showed off in a way that gives me cold bumps today. And that's what I'm going to tell you about. So join me Monday through Thursday mornings at 8:15 for Let's Talk Dementia. What's up with Mama? It's going to be short. It's going to be sweet. Hopefully it's going to be entertaining. Hopefully you're going to learn something. But join me and share this with other people. Maybe what I say will help them, or maybe they'll just think I'm crazy. Whichever. Blessings and smiles on your day. Bye.